Hello everyone, this is Endgame Arts. We'll do another unboxing of the breakdown of the demo. This is Gravity Rush 2. This was a highly sought out and looked up forward sequel to Gravity Rush 1 that came out on PlayStation Vita. Now, bear in mind there was a remastered version of Gravity Rush 1 on the PlayStation 4. Now, I wish I could let you know this, but Gravity Rush 1, the remastered, seems to be becoming quite scarce to find a physical copy of it. So if you are interested in getting a copy of the game, I highly recommend you look into it now, because I have recently seen this becoming quite valuable and sought after for. Now, so you might come across people gouging on a price on that. So bear in mind, if you want to try to get the first one, you better look into it now, or if you see a used one at a store, you might want to consider getting it, because the first one was an Amazon exclusive only. Now, this is the second one. Basically, it just took everything from the first one and it basically improved upon it and made it more smoother for home console use. Now, I know a lot of people who were very upset that this came out on PlayStation 4 and not at least a Vita copy as well, but I understand the hate and anger, but I'm just glad that it got a sequel. That's all that matters to me. And I can't play handhelds because they hurt my eyes, but I'm just glad to actually get the remaster as well as the second one here on console. But I understand how you all feel. Moving on, the game has pretty much added more content from the original first one and made expansion because it has better hardware with the PlayStation 4. The moves are a little bit more able to work on with. It has a little bit more better controls. Still, sometimes you can get kind of loopy with the gravity fluctuation and changing and altering. You can get a little disoriented at times, as well as sometimes when you do attack, it's not as fluid and smooth as you would wish it to be, or a little bit more dead on as like you wish it to be. But just the sheer characteristic, the art style, the atmosphere, and the overall design of the game is just overall improved, and it's awe-inspiring and just a glory to look at and play. I love using the gravity to fluctuate and jump around, and I never got tired of just flying around. I guess I just love to fly around in this game. I never got tired of doing it. As well as there are special change alteration outfits. Not really, I can say outfits, but with just abilities, where you got lunar style, Jupiter style, and normal style. And now you can change the controls, but you can use it where it sets up where it flicks up on the joystick. But the touchpad, you flick up for one change and flick down to another change. Now you can change this to make it alter where you don't need to use the touchpad if you don't like that, but bear in mind that's how you can use it on default style. But Lunar makes your gravity powers lighter since there's lower gravity, and Jupiter makes your gravity powers harder or more heavier gravity because there's the stronger gravity. And then you got normal mode, which you see right now. I'm really just showing the beginning parts because I don't really want to spoil anything. You guys know how I'm about that. But everything just a little bit more fluid, picking up objects, shooting them, and just everything is just more refined now. And as well as the world's got more color, and there's more art style, better improvement. Lots of things to find. Like now you got talismans that are like special upgrades that allows you to have increased recharge time, or increase your maximum health, or increase your magnetic field that be able to absorb the crystals to increase your experience points, to increase your overall attacks and abilities. Overall, this game is just a better experience, and it makes me a little disappointed I don't hear too many talking about Gravity Rush 2 and all of its extra content. Personally, to my opinion, I've actually enjoyed Gravity Rush 2 more than Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, I don't want to touch on too much on the subject, but I do like how the fact that the writing was a lot better than Horizon Zero Dawn 2, as well as that there wasn't that gender bias going on. There's a lot of male and female characters here, and they all play roles, and they all have great characteristics and style. It just didn't feel one-sided like how Horizon Zero Dawn did. Now, but I digress. That's a totally different game. But the combat is about the same. Everything's just about the same, but just refined better, more enjoyable. I would recommend probably to a few people that you might have a better chance of getting into the series if you start with the second one. But the game does get pretty emotional at certain moments, and it probably won't feel the emotion unless you played the first one, so bear that in mind. So it's hard for me to say to play the first one, but also it's hard for me to say to not play the first one, if you understand what I'm getting at. All in all, this is just an amazing game, and it makes me sad that you don't hear a lot of people talking about this game. and it's just being kind of pushed to the side, kind of like how Gravity Rush 1 kind of did because it was on Vita, and it exploded quite big on the PlayStation 4. Now, I'm hoping that it's sold well enough for a sequel, because we deserve a sequel. Kat is an amazing, interesting female protagonist character. I love her. She's charming. She's a little sassy, but yet dim-witted, but also very intelligent at times too. She's encouraging. She's also empowering, but also she's willing to admit her own faults and mistakes. Like I said, she's just an all-around more charming character than you see in a lot of other games that I've played. I really like Kat. Also, there's a photo mode where you can like take pictures and stuff like that and take look at alterations and photo mode. You know, it's what you expect. But I want to bear in mind to let you know this, that if you have a copy of Gravity Rush 1 save file on your PlayStation 4, you can unlock outfits from the PlayStation, the first one, onto this one, which will come with the military outfit, the maid outfit, as well as the Spy Cat outfit. So if you don't have the first one, bear that in mind, that there is special outfits if you do have the first one on your PlayStation 4. So that's why it's getting kind of cumbersome that you can't find a physical copy of the Gravity Rush 1. So like I said, bear that in mind. Might want to look into it. They might restock the copies, I don't know, but right now they're fluctuating a lot in price, so since the making of this video, so you might want to look into it. There's not much I really can else talk about. It's just a delightful game. I really enjoyed it. I actually fell quite in love with it. I wanted to get to this video sooner, but just couldn't find the time. And just with all the other stuff on my table, and there's just reasons I could not get to this video sooner for you guys. But I have to highly recommend this. This is actually a better open world game than to a few other games I've played. I can't stop just glorifying how much I love the gravity abilities and the fluidness. Now, there was a special feature where there's a character named Raven in the game. I don't want to do any spoilers, but there are certain moments that would have looked interesting to have a co-op function, like maybe not 2 players on one console, but you look like you could have had just fun playing 2 players in the open world space, where one plays Gravity and one plays Raven. But I understand that I'm not trying to shoehorn multiplayer everywhere, but I just couldn't help but point that out. That it looked like it could have been something cool. As I said, there's nothing else I can really say. Lots of people have praised this game, but it's just not getting the recognition it deserves, and it deserves it with interesting music, interesting art style. Now, there is no English voice acting, but it's not like Japanese dialogue either. It's kind of like a made-up voice talk. To me, anyway, it doesn't sound like Japanese. It sounds like just a made-up voice talking. Kind of like Zelda and something like that. They'll use like a different voice and not actually have anyone speak, like mutter something weird. But there is English writing and stuff like that. It's a fully English game. It's just how they designed the game to have an alteration voice, which doesn't hinder anything. I don't mind reading as long as the dialogue and the writing is good, which is all good. I never stop. I always never got bored of the reading and stuff like that. It's really enjoyable. So, all in all, I really, really enjoyed this game, and I really think that everyone should try to get this game and try to bring more awareness to this game, because I don't understand the overall hype for Horizon Zero Dawn. It's not a bad game, but Gravity Rush 2 definitely deserves that hype more than Horizon Zero Dawn, in my opinion. Better story, better art style, I would actually say the gameplay is a little bit more challenging and more just more of something maybe for me. It does get a little hindered by the camera and stuff like that, and just the gravity and the fluctuation can get a little disorienting, but once you get down to it, you'll be flying like a majestic angel in space or in gravity. It's an amazing experience, and I personally really enjoyed this game. So I'm sure you're tired of hearing me say that, but look into this game. I even highly recommend looking into the first one. I do probably have to recommend starting with the first one if you are interested in keeping with the story. So, like always, I will leave links down in the description if you're interested in a copy. I do have a redeem code for this for a pre-order bonus, so I will leave that in the description as well if you're interested in it. So, thank you all for watching. Hit that like, subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. And hey, this has been great games. I can't believe the amount of great games we've been getting, and I got so much more coming down the pipeline for you guys. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!